a ghostwriter for any type of ebooks. So if it's going to be some big project, maybe there's some type of form you sign that they say. But yeah, it's pretty much understood. They give it to you. It's all yours. So yeah, it's your name. Squeeze page mistakes. Another question? Oh, yeah. Oops. So squeeze page mistakes. What happens there is sometimes people will come up with a great idea and go all in on the idea before they realize that people are interested in the product. There was a marketer that I thought was pretty smart how he did this. It was actually Frank Kern was the first one that I heard do it. He would go to Google AdWords and he would place ads. And the example I'm going to use is, I think he's used parrots before. And teach your parrot how to talk. People would click on the link, they'd go over to a page, and the page would say, hey, I'm creating an ebook about teaching my parrot how to talk. What is your biggest frustration, concern, problem, whatever it may be that you're talking about, the niche. So people would fill out a form, and he would say, if you fill this out, when I create my ebook, I'll give it to you for free. So what he's found that, one, are people clicking ads? Are they interested enough in parrot books to click it? So right there he's got information. Yes. Now, if he's going to give it away for free, if no one even wants to fill in the form, well, they're not going to be willing to buy it. So right there, if he gets a lot of people filling in that form, that's a second piece of information he can use. They want it. They're giving me some feedback. The third thing he would do, he would look at the top 10 responses, frustrations, problems. That would be the chapters of his book. So after those pieces of information, he would send that off to a ghostwriter, and he would have his product, his niche product. So it's that feedback of what's hot, what they're asking for. All right. So a mistake would be going all in, where you notice that in that example, he would know right away. If no one's clicking the ad, they don't care. They get to the one form, I'm going to give them a free ebook. They're not filling in the form, they don't care. Bam, it's as far as he would go. People that did fill in the form, they just would never get the ebook because he never completed the ebook. Mistake that can be made is you go all in. You have something, you skip any type of research that, like Liz told you about, niche research. You go in, you pay somebody to write you an ebook, you get all these funky graphics made, then you find out people aren't buying in the niche, no one cares, or you've got information that no one cares about. The chapters, people don't care. A thing you can do is go to Amazon, look at the top books in your niche, and typically the top books, they know what they're doing, they've done the research, they know what's hot. Look at the chapters. You can click a lot of times in the book and see the chapters. They're going to tell you what's hot. So if you go to, online marketing, well, the top books might be Twitter. It might be, who knows? It might be, Google AdSense, or AdWords. From that, you'll find out what's hot. Open up those books, and you'll find out what's hot within each one of those subjects. Don't brand your name or URL. People really don't care. Like the old brochures that have a picture of you and your name, and they don't care. That's why you got to do headlines that draws them in. So squeeze pages will be talking about, the company, and no one cares. They've got a problem, frustration, something that they want solved. You've got to give it to them. And we'll get into more of that when Liz talks about copy, how to come up with that, and what trigger points to use. There are certain words to use, stuff like that. And also only give one choice. I've seen some squeeze pages that had the Google AdSense ads you can click. I'm like, oh. There's even products you can go into ClickBank. And so as an affiliate, I would send my link out and would send them to this person's product. But they would have Google AdSense on the sales page. That just amazed me. Why would an affiliate ever do that? I've just sent my people over there for them to click a Google AdSense ad, and the person makes money on the click. And they don't buy anything. They go somewhere else, and I don't make any money. So you want to give them one choice, and pretty much do that with everything. Email, sales letter, squeeze page, anything you have. You give them one you have one goal and they have one choice, and that's it. They either click it and do it, or they leave. Then as they leave, you throw an exit ad type at them and keep them involved that way. What's in it for me headline? That's what people are thinking. What's in it for me? Why do I need this? How is it going to make me better, solve my problems, stop my frustrations? If I lost my job, my frustration is I need to make money. Well, how's that headline going to make me money? Someone talked about, this company's been doing business for 100 years, and no one cares. No one truly cares. You'll totally, when you grab business cards and you see like a good copywriter or good marketer, they've got a real business card that it won't have just like the company name, and they'll be asking questions. Do you want kick-ass copy that will increase your sales by 5,000%? They're actually thinking of their business card as a little sales letter, squeeze page, because they want people to get that and call them for a copy job. But yeah, you definitely need that, pretty much not just a headline, but for everything you do online. Your product has to solve that problem. And also not having a call to action. You've got to tell them. I think Jeff Walker just recently in an email to his affiliates, he actually said, make sure you tell people to click the link and then sign up. It's as simple as that sometimes. The difference between getting 30% of the people clicking the link and 50% by telling them. As weird as it sounds, you tell them, go there, sign up. People like to be led. They just, or you just, he told me. Using the word because in a sentence. What was it? Cialdini, in his book, Science of Influence, I always forget, Persuasion, Science of Influence, whatever it's called. They did an experiment where people are in line and they cut in. They're in line to use a copy machine. People cut in and said, I need to, make a, can I butt in here? I need to make a copy. Or they said the words, because I have to make a copy. Well, obviously, everyone has to make a copy. It went from 50% letting them in up to, I might have the number screwed up, but over 90%. Because they used the word because. Because it sounded like, well, that's a reason. But it's something as simple and dumb as that. Little semantics. So it's all part of copywriting and learning persuasion, that kind of stuff. All those dumb little words, using things like, when you click on this link, what you'll discover. That's different than saying, if you click on this link. So simple things like that can make a big difference. More squeeze page. If you're sending people to other offers, does your page match what they're going to see? So in this case, you create a squeeze page, and maybe you're sending them off to someone else's offer right away. So you have to do that with Google AdWords. You've got to you can't send them right to pretty much to someone's product anymore, because there can only be one person advertising that page on Google AdWords. More than likely, it's a bigger company that's doing that. So you send them into one of your pages quick, you capture their information, then you send them off. Well, you want that kind of matching where it's going. So certain colors, if you have graphics made, you want to maybe kind of match them somewhat. You could go as far as even asking the owner if you could copy it, because you are sending those people to his sales page. A lot of times they'll give you the okay to even kind of copy the graphics. But yeah, it's that whole match. Another thing is don't sell. Let the people, and again, that's where you're sending them off to someone else. You don't worry about selling the product. You're just giving them that one, that one reason to opt in. So yeah, you're kind of like pre-selling. You're getting them ready. Why this is important, why they need it. Then when they get to the sales page, then they'll learn about what the product does, and they get this, and this, and these bonuses and all that stuff. Also needs scarcity. You won't see these people again. You need a reason. You need to give them a reason why they need to sign up. Maybe you've already given them a great reason. Headline's great. It's what's in it for them. You need something else. If if you're only giving a limited amount of copies of that thing away, make sure you have that big. If you're only doing it for a certain time period, make sure that's also pretty big on that squeeze page. But yeah, scarcity is huge. It seems weird you can do a launch for 7 days. People have heard about it and they're sick of your story, but that last day and the last couple hours, people are flooding into your sites. They've been sitting on the fence for almost 7 days, and people are just going crazy to get in at the last minute. Then they're emailing you after you close it down. They're complaining that you close it down. Now, granted, some people might not have heard about it to the last minute, but some people just procrastinate. So you got to give them a reason to take action. The whole scarcity this is huge. I mean, you give them a reason. I could have kept my site. I mean, it seems weird. You have an awesome site, you launch it, you close it down, but you do more sales that way because of the act of closing it down. Also from an affiliate point of view, too. They know it's limited, and then they plan out the emails, and they say, okay, it's closing down on Tuesday. Okay, you got 2 more days. You got 24 hours. So it's the whole act of closing it down, scarcity. It's going to be gone. I better get it quick. Even though it seems weird, I got a hot selling product that's kicking butt, I'm going to close it down. It's almost the best way to do it. It's really weird. And you need to, a lot of times, use audio and video. That's something to test. On my last launch, we did not do any video on the sales page. We didn't have time to test it, to get a company to make video. I did use it during the opt-in process, or the pre-launch process, I should say, when I'm getting people to opt in. They would see my videos and audios and stuff like that. We did not do it in the launch. That is something that you should test. I heard someone else just recently tell me they popped the video on their sales page and increased 30% and increased sales, just like that. Same sales page, they just popped the video that went through the sales page. So same sales page, they just had a video. Hey, this is Jeff Dietrich. I'm glad you're here. What we've got going on here. This is, today you're going to receive. And all they did is went through the sales page in the video. 30% more sales. Okay, some more list building basics. Single versus double opt-in. I'm not sure if you can even do single opt-in on like Aweber or GetResponse anymore. What that means is you send somebody using your GetResponse code into GetResponse. That service, GetResponse, will send an email back that says you need to click this link to confirm that you do indeed want to be signed up for this list. They click it. Bam, they're part of your list. You need to tell them to click that link. What we did is we did something funky where people came into during a pre-launch and we decided let's send them to 2 different lists. One was double opt-in, GetResponse. One was single opt-in. Well, we lost 9 out of 21,000. We lost 9,000 in the GetResponse. 9,000 people did not click that link. I mean, that's huge. I would have never thought it was that much. Because I just really never paid attention to having that many leads coming at once and having that many. And there were people that I know that when we did some other stuff where we said, hey, go to the site, sign up, because I'm going to be sending you the webinar that we just did. You get master resale rights to it. People were signing up, looking for the link, and it was never arriving. So it's like it's a failure of GetResponse to get it to them, or their email providers, not getting it through, or it's getting lost in spam. Who knows? But nowadays, something simple like just getting an email out to people it's getting harder and harder. And that's even why it's more important now to show you to get people on different lists as they come in. So single versus double. Single, you can also have maybe programs signing up people illegally or whatever. Then you've got all these people you're sending emails to that didn't want the emails, and they report you as being a spammer. So if I know someone's got a single email list, I could tell my guys, create a program that scrapes a bunch of email addresses, sends them into their thing, and then wham, they start sending emails to all these people that should not be getting them. If I wanted to mess with someone, I could easily do that. And there are people out there that are just not